If you haven't seen the first part, go watch it now. I'll put the link in the description. Now, back to the show.
He deserves to wake up every day and know in his bones that we are still here and we are going to make his life a living hell.
I don't even fucking know what to say about this. I hope you are not going to do what you think you're going to do. You are actually trying to make his life miserable. You do realize this man has feelings, and yet you don't even give two fucking shits. He isn't this heartless misogynistic anti-Semitic Nazi from the KKK you think he is. He is actually trying his damnedest to make this country a better place. Being president is a really hard job, and he hasn't had any political experience. He is trying to make his motto "Make America Great Again" into reality, and you treating him like shit over the stuff he said? If that's the case, you are no better than Donald Trump, and you don't even get respect from me.
I want him to leave office, a humiliated man with a broken spirit.
You wishing him this type of luck as president won't make anything better. Donald doesn't need to deal with your bullshit, and you need to learn that this man has feelings and compassion for this great nation, and you need to give him some respect on what he's trying to accomplish. Do you know what makes a president not accomplish anything? Because they don't get respect, instead they are shunned by the population. And you treating Donald Trump like shit like what you are planning on doing is putting this great nation into danger. And if you plan on treating him like shit, he might force to resign, and then comes Pence, who is far worse than him. People like you are the reason why America is going downhill. There are smart, logical, and intelligent people among people like you.
Living out the rest of his days haunted by his unforgivable mistakes. And I want his supporters to witness all of it. I want them to see what happens when you make a bad decision.
A bad decision? We haven't seen Trump do anything bad yet during his presidency. Hell, he didn't even become president yet, and you are wishing this type of spite for his followers to witness?
I've spent the last week afraid of all the people I see in public who more than likely voted for him. I want them to be afraid now. I am determined to summon the microscopic seed of shame buried in their atrophied souls and make them hate themselves for what they've done.
How would they know what's going to happen during Trump's presidency? If people like you try to give him shit, he will only do worse than what he said, and then his supporters will see Trump do all this, and since hate Trump's administration. You plan on all this instead of giving Trump the benefit of the doubt? Fuck you. I am skipping all this, since it's just blatant insults towards Trump, and basically make fun of him for what he does. Call him a rapist. Call him basically whatever liberal airball has said against him.
The executive branch is not a villain's volcano lair full of disposable minions.
Oh Jesus, you mean the minions are taking over our country? We must kick them out.
The presidency doesn't only grant him great authority, it will also render him more weak and vulnerable than he has ever been.
Since the executive branch is mostly Republican, I don't know about that.
And under the weight of this awesome duty, he will crack. A pathetically low and ignorant person, ill-suited for any responsibility, let alone this one, is largely unprotected from the vast array of provocation and disruption that we can inflict upon him.
So basically, in a nutshell, you aren't letting Donald do important stuff in the White House, and instead decide to disrupt him and his activities on how he might make a change in your country. He might not have that much political experiences, but hey, he seems very promising. But no, you wouldn't take his administration like a logical human being, and instead you rather give him a hard time, never mind the fact that he might change for the better in the next couple of months or so, now that he's getting some experience. Oh no, you are just going to prevent that from happening, and give him a hard time, until he wouldn't change, because that's what you wanted. Isn't that right, Chelsea Manning?
His ascendance to the presidency is terrifying, and at the same time, it's also his disgusting movement finally blowing its load.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I have a really bad image in my head.
The leader of the free world will be an elderly 4chan troll. Where do you go from there?
I've never thought I would see this day, but 4chan is about to take over the world.
Opposing political correctness is apparently one of the highest priorities of the next president of the United States. The insurgency is now us. We are the opposition.
Lady, there is no us. I mean, I don't support political correctness, so no, I am not part of this us you speak of.
This is not the case at all. Yes, this bigotry is a massive force in American politics. We know this, and we see it growing more and more every day. Yes, the future is out there, and very bad things, horrific things, are going to happen.
Are you some sort of time traveler that travels to the future with your fucking phone, having some sort of tackle of some weird occultic symbol that I am barely aware of being some sort of color so you wouldn't get lost? Tell us more.
Don't you believe that that we can make them feel afraid and unwanted in our society?
Yeah, because if you like Trump for any reason, you deserve to be isolated from everyone else, because fuck having different political views. Those who do shouldn't have friends. They should be on the back of the bus, while everyone is out in front, and they should have food being thrown at them by everyone far away from them in the lunchroom. They should also be bullied at school, and tons of other stuff. All this for wanting Donald Trump to be our new president. Think about the children.
If anything can happen in this world right now, we can make anything happen too.
Anything beyond causing terrorist attacks, trying to assassinate Donald Trump, taking a shit and urinating and jacking off on a Trump supporter's property, decapitating puppies and kittens in front of an altar of Anita Sarkeesian and Soyquin in the name of political correctness. Tons of possibilities are to be have. Oh yeah, good idea, poopy faggot critic. I'm going to do that right now.
I want us to remember our capabilities, our ingenuity, our creativity, and our spirit. The next 4 years will demand that we harness every skill and resource to fight this man and his agenda.
Well, good luck with that.
I've personally helped thousands of people stop being homophobic or stop being religious.
Yeah, fuck freedom of speech and having religious backgrounds. They should be militant atheists attacking those who are religious. It's one thing to not believe in a God, but you don't have to force your beliefs down on others. That's what the Westboro Baptist Church and April Langwayne show is infamous for.
We as a people have come together to accomplish incredible things before, and I have no doubt that we can do this again.
And by great things, you mean just causing shit in such places such as California, New York, Las Vegas, and basically other places where Trump towers are, thinking that Trump lives in one of those buildings, despite otherwise.
Start thinking about the most unbelievable and atrocious things that would absolutely ruin Donald Trump's day.
I do not want to know.
If you have an idea, a ridiculous idea, even an impossible idea, tell someone, get people together, and do it.
Please don't do what I think you're going to do. Oh God, you are, aren't you? You are going to steal Trump's cookie. That's Trump's cookie, you heartless, gluttonous, cookie-eating bastards.
Find what he values, find what he loves, and start chipping away at it every day.
He loves his penis, so should we chop it off? I swear to God, if it's something as crazy as blowing up Trump hotels, or Trump towers, or Trump hospitals, or Trump cookie, or Trump China, or Trump Mars, or Trump Newman ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis, or Trump shit, or Trump penis, or Trump pussy, I will call the police. My God, this video is already giving me Newman ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis and other such diseases that ends with canoconiosis.
If he wants to bring chaos to our world, bring chaos to him.
Which he will never do, therefore, I won't do the same. He wouldn't do such thing, and if he did, he would be impeached. Presidents had never bring chaos to America, despite what stupid-ass conspiracy theorists say about George Bush being responsible for 9/11, and I doubt Trump will do anything like that.
This, right here, right now, is the time to start making this happen. Do you believe in us?
Who is this us you speak of anyway?
I do.
You exist. There is no need to believe something if it already exists.
Keep yourself safe. And keeping ourselves safe means tearing Trump down.
Never mind the fact that you would get shot by the police if you try to commit terrorism.
Until he can't bear the thought of spending another day as president.
And once again, you wouldn't have the guts to give Trump the benefit of the doubt. Instead, you would rather give Trump a hard time, us resigning, because he doesn't want to deal with your bullshit.
Do not go easy on his administration, or his supporters.
Here, let's just assault the supporters instead.
Do you think they would ever go easy on you?
Yes, people should be treated the way you wanted to be treated.
Have they extended a smidgen of empathy to you?
But what, if you wanted to learn why they would rather vote for Trump?
They don't give a damn about us.
Who the fuck is us? I'm sorry, but you don't speak for everyone, let alone the people watching this.
Harness the derision and contempt that you know these people deserve.
Instead of being nice to them despite of who gets their vote, people should be called a KKK anti-Semite Nazi from outer space for influencing Trump. Makes perfect sense.
This country asked for something loud, divisive, and vicious. I'm ready to trump that.
And just like that, the video is over. Overall, honestly, this is a really hard video I've ever done. I've spent days from the 5th of December, and hopefully it will turn out pretty good. The only advice I would give to Zinnia is that she should learn how the election works, and how you can't stop a president from already being elected, no matter how fucked up it might be to you or anyone for that matter, why you shouldn't blame white people for your problems, and why you shouldn't endorse oppression towards Trump supporters. It's one thing to not like Trump, but doing all this makes you an insane motherfucker who needs a better education besides the fucking phone reading shit from over-exaggerated social justice websites. and like the social justice warriors I would cover in future videos, I wouldn't think they would learn from their mistakes, and pretty much their supporters will dislike and attack the video, calling me a misogynistic KKK Nazi cis white scum who needs to undergo sex change. All I want is that to give my thoughts on the video very clearly, and I think I'll just leave it at that. Anyway, this is Ottomagic Critic, and have a good day.